today you'll learn how to master any Mortal Kombat 1 character quickly. My name is True Underdog, and for the past 10 years I've been making Mortal Kombat guides, and I wish I was joking. The truth is I'm getting old, but also I know what I'm talking about. Because when your job revolves around making a guide every single day, you learn how to master a character quickly. So today I'm passing that knowledge on to you. And as an added bonus, you'll learn how to play Ashura. So if you're an Ashura fan who wants to master the character, then win-win. In my experience, there are 4 steps to mastering a character, and they must be done in this order: attack strings, special moves, combos, and dirt. What's dirt, you might ask? Dirt is the cheap stuff, like comboing after a throw for almost 30% damage. You thought Ashura's sword was scary? No, it's the throw you gotta look out for, cause I got the dirt. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Dirt is the final step for a reason. You must learn your character fully before you start learning the cheap stuff. I just wanted to get you all excited with that throw combo. But alright, step number 1, attack strings. A big mistake that many players make is going straight into the special moves because they look cool, and hence the name, they are special. And of course that makes them very appealing, and players think, oh, if my character has the best special moves, then therefore it's the best character. But that could not be further from the truth. The truth is, special moves are more like icing on the cake. They're not the main part of the dessert, but they do make it that much tastier. And that's why when learning a character, you must first master the strings and normal attacks before you even start worrying about the special moves. So with that in mind, let's go into the practice settings and make sure that we turn on frame data for both characters, because unfortunately the frame data listed here is incorrect in this game. Next up, go to the opponent type and set the block mode to auto. This is essential because it shows us what the string is like on hit, and also shows us what the string is like on block if we give Reptile a quick love tap to make him block. And now once that's done, we can finally start playing the character. Go into your move list and look at the strings. Unfortunately, you can't paste them on screen anymore like past games, and I'm very upset about that. But anyway, here we go. Cleansed Soul, square, triangle, triangle. Seems decent. Can I special cancel it? Yes, I can. So this could be a combo starter, and it starts with square, which is the fastest attack for every character in the game. And because my partner Goro has an ambush attack, that means I can actually summon him instead if I want to. And look at that, he extends the combo without me having to use a special move, so that's cool. However, what's this string like on block? A little love tap, then do the string. It's -7, that's good. Anything -8 or more is fully punishable in this game. And as a result, anything -7 or lower is safe on block. Next up, we have Playful Prickle. I love these names, they're so funny. Okay, that puts the opponent in a crumple state, which means theoretically I can combo after it and do some cool stuff. I'm not sure what those combos are yet, but I do know it crumples. Having a string that starts combos by itself is quite strong in this game, which has me worried it's gonna be bad on block. -7, so still completely safe, and ends in a mid. The opponent can't duck under mid, so that's important to take note of. Next up, we have Raising Spirits, triangle, triangle, X. Ooh, it's got a sneaky low in there. Look out for mix-ups, because mix-ups are the main way to open up your opponent in a Mortal Kombat game. And guess what? It just so happens that Goro has an overhead attack, so instead of this second hit being a low, I can mix it up with an overhead, and now the opponent's not sure how to block, which is awesome. Oh, but real quick, can I special cancel that final hit? I cannot. Can I use Goro? Yes, I can, but the opponent's still really far away, so my combo options are not the best after this string unless the opponent's cornered, and then it's party time. And then finally, what's it like on block? Yes, you should check every single string and see what it's like on block. -6, that's even better, nice. And you get the idea. I'm not gonna go through every single attack string because that would bore you to death, but now you know the steps. Do the string, see if it can be special canceled, what's it like on block, and can the cameo extend the combo for free. However, before moving on to step 2, there's one very important thing to note. High attacks can be ducked under in Mortal Kombat, so to avoid constantly being down 1'd and down 3'd and just spammed over and over again by the opponent, you have to find the fastest mid or the fastest low that your character has. And in Ashura's case, that's her back X. Hits low but starts up in 14 frames, so if the opponent tries to down jab me, I can down jab back to get a guaranteed punish and then reinforce that frame advantage with this move. Or to put it more simply, if the opponent's trying to mash all the time and duck under my high attacks, I can use this move to keep them a bit more humble. Every character in the game tends to have a fast mid or a fast low, and you must learn what that button is, because that's the only way to stop your opponent from mashing. Now it's time for step number 2, the special moves. And Ashura is a bit of an odd example because she has a gimmick that the game doesn't actually tell you, which means that step 2 kind of has a hidden step inside of it, and that step is to go online and watch a guide. Only my guides though. No, I'm just kidding. You can watch anybody's guides, but the point is sometimes the game won't tell you everything, and as a result you have to go online. It's rare, but it does happen sometimes. Okay, first up, let's check out Heaven's Beacon. Okay, it's a projectile, and right here is a great example of a special move teaching you the character's playstyle. Look how slow the startup is on this special move, and also I don't think it goes full screen. So what does that tell you? Well, it tells you that Ashura is not a keep-away character. She does not want to be at full screen. This projectile alone makes that clear, but then combine that with her strings. Her sword is great for whiff punishing the opponent. She wants to stay outside their striking range and then punish them with her extended reach, but she does not want to be any further than that. Okay, but don't forget the frame data. What's this move like on block? Wow, it's +5. That's crazy. When you're plus on block in a game, it means if you attack at the same time as your opponent, you're going to win because they're still stuck blocking for 5 frames longer than you are attacking. Or to put it a different way, I recover 5 frames faster than my opponent, which means I'm 5 frames ahead. I can do a jab, a down jab, I can even do her back X. That's her fastest low, don't forget. So if I force the opponent to block this, I can do this, and they will beat anything they go for. And now comes the interesting part, because every special move has a metered version or an EX version. There's tons of terminology. What's the difference with this meter burn move? It finally goes full screen. Look at that, and I think it also might do more damage. Yes, it does 20 more damage, and what's it like on block? It's the same, still +5, but that's good. We don't want the frame data to get worse, so this move, when I spend a meter on it, does more damage and travels further. Interesting. Learning special moves is quite similar to learning attack strings, only with additional steps. You do the attack on hit and see what it does, then you see what the move is like on block. Is it punishable? Yes, -35. If the opponent blocks this special move, I am dead. Don't want to do it randomly, that's for sure. But now comes the extra step, the meter burn version of the attack. And it turns out this meter burn version lets me continue the attack in the air, which is great for a damaging combo. And to make things even better, I can recover after this move is blocked, which means I can try to attack on the way down, or maybe even do a different special move and run away from the opponent. Once again, I'm not going to cover every special move, but hopefully you get the idea. Most special moves in this game are very unsafe on block. Take this move for example, -13, that's death on block. Because don't forget, anything -8 or more can be punished by the opponent unless there's tons of pushback, and for this move there's definitely not. I'm still right in the opponent's face, so I'm dead if they block this. It's also worth mentioning that if you press square, sometimes the game has notes for special moves that can help you understand the move a bit better. For example, right here the notes tell me that Enhanced Dark Ascension can be cancelled into air attacks, which is great. Now I know how to extend combos with this special move. Once you've taken the time to learn the attack strings and also the special moves, it's time for step 3, the combos. And thankfully this game actually has combo tutorials for every single character, and it's a great way to get started and kind of learn the character. However, that being said, the combo trials are quite basic and only scratch the surface of what a character can do, which doesn't mean they're bad, but it does mean there's an extra step afterwards. Once you dabble for a bit in the combo tutorials, it's time to go on YouTube and either watch combo videos or even better, watch tournament matches. In my experience, tournament matches are so much better because you see what players actually do in a competitive environment. Or in other words, you get to see what's actually practical, unlike combo videos, which is just somebody trying to flex, and chances are they spent like 15 minutes on that one combo, which means it's not reliable. However, the tournament players are not going to do that. They're going to use realistic combos that are still very damaging, but also easy enough to do consistently. And that's why watching tournament matches is so much better than combo videos. Go on YouTube, type in Mortal Kombat 1, then your character name, and then tournament, and just watch what pops up. Alright, congratulations, you've mastered step 3, which means you're already pretty decent with the character. You understand the strings, you understand how the strings lead into special moves, you understand when the special moves should be used, whether it's for pressure or to end combos or even extend combos, which means now it's time for step 4, the dirt. Here's where you learn all the cheap stuff your character can do to make them even more deadly. And just like when learning combos, one of the best ways to do this is to watch tournament gameplay. That's how I learned that Goro can actually combo after this throw. I watched a tournament match. And it's also how I learned to combo after this move, which normally is not possible. Thank you, Goro, you're a great cameo partner. But the good news is you don't need to go online to learn dirt. You can actually do it yourself. Step 1, learn if your throw leaves the opponent airborne at any point in time. If it does, is, then chances are you can extend the combo with a cameo. And the same is also true for any mix-ups. If the opponent is even slightly airborne, then chances are you can tag in your cameo and keep the combo going. Typically, the ambush cameos are the best way to achieve dirt, and in case you don't know what an ambush is, it means you can move freely even when the character is coming out. Usually that's not the case, so for example, this is not an ambush. Did you notice how Ashura just stood there for a bit? That means that it's not an ambush. And the same is true for this summon. Ashura stands completely still the entire time. That's because it's a summon and not an ambush. And not every cameo has an ambush, unfortunately. Frost does not have a single one. That does not make Frost bad, but it does mean your character is going to have severely less dirt. But the good news is you don't need dirt to become really good with your character or even to win a match. Your character can be completely fine even without cheap tactics to bully your opponent. And that's why dirt is the final step, because you don't actually need it, but it is a very fun step after learning your character, because once you think you've mastered a character, it's really interesting to learn a cheap tactic that you didn't know about. It honestly revives your love for the character and feels kind of like a second honeymoon. Once again, you're in love with the character all over again. And there you have it, everyone. That's how to master any character in Mortal Kombat 1 extremely quickly. By following my steps, you can learn a character in under an hour and then fully understand the character in about a day. That's why I can pump out these guides so quickly, because I've mastered how to learn a character really proficiently. Remember that variety is the spice of life, so don't just stick to one character. Go into that roster and learn as many characters as you can, because that's the most fun part of a fighting game. But before doing that, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton, and also share this video with a friend who wants to learn a new character. And finally, finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell, that way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.